Most men aren't broke because of bad luck. They're broke because of bad habits, because of comfort, because they don't realize how fast life passes while they sit around and think about it. You don't need to be a genius to build monetary wealth. You just need to stop doing the things that keep you poor. There comes a time when a man has to face the hard facts, the reasons, the problems, the lack of discipline. They'll scroll for hours, but won't work on something meaningful for 30 minutes. They'll binge on shows all weekend, then complain about being behind. Discipline builds wealth. Distraction destroys it. No systems. Money comes in, money goes out. No plan, no structure, no automation. Just going with the flow, and then the panic. Wealth doesn't come from winging it. It comes from systems that run daily, even when you're tired, bored, unmotivated, or just simply forget. You build the system once and let it do what it was designed to do. No urgency. Men act like they have unlimited time. They don't. 5 years disappear just like that. You blink and realize you wasted the years you should have used to change your life. They're waiting for confidence. Confidence doesn't show up before you move. Confidence is built by doing the thing you're scared of, unsure of, and not ready for. You want to be wealthy? Start before you feel ready. Here's what most miss. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to understand every last detail. You just need periodic bursts of clarity and forward momentum. Times of discipline, focus, and silence. No partying, no trying to impress people who don't care, no emotional spending, just the hard work, the gym, clean eating, stacking cash, and improving your skills. These traits alone separate you from 95% of men, especially if you pursue them with intention. Because most never commit to anything for longer than a week or two, let alone a lifetime. Here's what actually changed my life. I stopped waiting. I stopped looking for someone to give me permission. I stopped telling myself one day. Because one day was turning into never, fast. I built my discipline in silence. I built my strength under pressure. I took the hits, the losses, the setbacks, the hard times, and I kept moving. I learned new skills. I showed up even when I was exhausted and didn't feel like it. I lived below my means, and I invested every extra dollar into building an empire for the man I was becoming, not the man I used to be. Nobody saved me. Nobody showed me the way. Nobody sent help. I became the man I needed when I was younger. I became the help. That's what changed everything. If you're tired of being broke, here's the play. 1. Get disciplined as hell. Gym, food, sleep, work, all dialed in. Your body is your engine. Treat it with respect. Everything you do or don't do now will affect your older self. It all matters. 2. Build a real skill. Not trendy nonsense. A real skill people pay real money for. 3. Build systems for your money. Automate savings. Invest consistently. Track your net worth. This is how we get wealthy in silence behind the scenes. 4. Stop living for instant gratification. You're trading your future for fake dopamine hits. Cut the BS. Social media, used wrong, is a lifelong death sentence. Period. 5. Move with urgency. Act like your life depends on it, because it does. Your future self is already at the finish line, waiting for you to wake up and put in the work. You don't need anybody else. Most men stay broke because they don't believe they're even capable of more. If you're here, still listening, you're most likely not most men. You're building in silence. You're stacking discipline. You're educating yourself. You're becoming a man your future self will be fully proud of. Your life doesn't change one day. It changes today. The moment you decide you're done tolerating mediocrity. Now, all that's left is to get to work.